How do you think you can stand out on a Penn application?
Being yourself.
That's what I was gonna say. Be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. That's a good one. What'd you write about, Kendra?
Myself.
Like what though?
Like what's interesting about me and what makes me different than any other person that's applying.
What makes you different?
Me.
All right.
And I'm here today thanks to my sponsor, Bullseye. Bullseye is a college admissions and test prep program for students in high school to help them get a jump start on their college application process. Whether you're in 9th grade or a senior, you can really utilize Bullseye's program. It's a one-on-one matching platform where they match you with an advisor who's an alum from like top schools from all around the country like Penn, Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Duke, etc. And what's so great about it is that just in this past year alone, students who have used Bullseye have gotten into schools like Stanford, Emory, and Yale, which is really great. And they have a 4.9 out of 5-star rating from their clients. And they're the cheapest college consulting program on the market and have a best price match guarantee. So it's a really great program. And you can get a free 20-minute consultation at joinbullseye.com/Mikaela. So check out that link.
So my name is William Wallace. I'm a freshman here at UPenn, planning on studying either psychology or sociology, something like a soft science, although I'm undeclared technically.
Christopher Gonzalez. I'm a freshman in Wharton, and I'm looking to concentrate in finance.
Hello, my name is Michael Morris. I go to University of Pennsylvania. I'm a freshman, and I'm undecided in my major.
My name is Mercedes. I'm a freshman, and I'm on the pre-med track. Undecided major.
Hi, my name is Shaylin Sullivan, and I'm a freshman here at Penn. And my major right now is Health and Societies, and I'm on the pre-med track.
What was your first impression of Penn, and did you visit the campus?
My first impression of Penn was actually pretty negative. I remember coming here about 2 years ago, my junior year. It was very cold, and I'm from Houston, so I'm not used to that at all. And just very biting, chilling atmosphere, so I didn't feel welcomed. And I also just didn't think I was smart enough or could compete. And I came back to a program my junior summer, ended up really enjoying it, formed some friendships, which I still maintain today actually. And then when I came to the visit day, I really enjoyed it, really vibed with it. So that's why I decided to come.
My first impression was my freshman year of high school. I came and visited. I was just really kind of blown away, and I walked through all the buildings and just kind of checked the whole thing out, and I kind of instantly fell in love. I learned more about the academics and how good it actually was for business, and then I it grew on me, and I ended up coming here.
I never visited the campus. Actually, what am I talking about? I had my official visit for football. That was pretty cool. I thought it was a very small campus the first time I came up here. The first time I came up, I didn't really see a lot of black people, so not a lot of diversity. So I was alarming to me, but still, it's a good school. I still want to attend here.
I really like the oldness of it. There's a bunch of not here, but there's a bunch of old buildings around. And that really attracted me to it at first. And then it also was in the middle of the city. Well, not the middle, but it's in the city. And I really wanted to be in an urban community so I could continue doing the stuff I was doing back home.
My first impression of Penn was that I really liked how it had a good combination of well-rounded academics along with fun activities and what seemed like a fun student body, really social student body. And I visited with my mom the summer before senior year, and as soon as we visited for the first time, that's when I sort of knew this is where I wanted to go.
Was Penn your first choice? Yeah, it was my only choice, the only school I applied to, because I got a football offer, and then I saw what was called Snowball down there.
It was. I applied early decision, so I knew that this is where I wanted to be. I think what attracted me the most is what I just said, the well-roundedness, and the diversity on campus. We have a lot of international students, and as well as a lot of minority students from the US, so I really like that.
Yeah, it was definitely my #1 school. I applied ED, so I knew I really wanted to go here.
Yes, it ended up being it. what initially attracted me just kept me in. I kept looking at like the research opportunities here and the classes I could take and the professors I could be working underneath, and it really motivated me to come here. Also, like the distance was a big factor as well.
Penn was not my first choice college. It was like, it always was right behind Duke University. I ended up getting deferred and denied from Duke, so that made it an easy decision. So once I got into Penn, I was essentially like, yeah, completely. And I think just because I know I generally am a product of an environment, and if I put myself in an environment like Penn or any competitive environment, I will do better, and that Penn was the most competitive, the best environment I got into.
How has your time here at Penn been?
It's been like a roller coaster of like just intense study sessions and like also great parties. Like it's really a big like work hard, play hard experience. So I'll have weekends where I have to just cram so much stuff in, and other weekends where I'm out like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's really been a roller coaster of just fun and work as well.
It's been a lot of work. I mean, I feel like a lot of my answers revolve around football, but being an athlete and a student at the same time, it's a lot of hard work. Just maintaining your classwork with your practice schedule. Like for us, we have lifts and runs at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then class from 8 to 12, and then office hours with coaches afterwards, so it's a lot. But just like time management is a big thing. But it's been overall so good. I haven't been failing in the classes, and I've been meeting new people, a lot of new people, and making great connections. So yeah, I guess it's been a good time.
It's been good. Definitely more ups than downs, but the downs are tough at times. Like, you know, it's very competitive, definitely cutthroat to some extent, and just a lot. I'm not used to expending myself in the ways I am now, but I'm adjusting to it. It's definitely a nice learning curve, but yeah, at times it's tough.
It's been good. I'm really happy with how my classes have gone so far. They've been interesting, but like a different experience than I had in high school, and I just like the opportunities that are available to all students, from tutoring to clubs to activities. It's just always something to do, so yeah.
What do you think made you stand out in your application?
What do I think made me stand out? I think coming from the South and the perspective that I gained, especially growing up where I did, I went to an all-white school, but I lived in not all-black neighborhood, but a very diverse neighborhood in both income and ethnicity. I think that helped provide perspective, not only to my essay, but also to the activities I put myself in throughout school and throughout high school. So I think stuff like that just helped me.
That's a hard one, but I think just a lot of my extracurricular activities, I felt like I was a leader in most of them, and I was also I did them for a long time. So these were like activities that I've been doing for 8-9 years, and also it was like a mix of leadership, community service, and just doing things that I'm really passionate about. So I think that along with having amazing grades and like great scores as well, that like combination I think made me stand out.
I think what made me stand out is not only having like extracurriculars and academics like that they want, but also just demonstrating a passion that you have, whether it's in school or outside of school. Just showing that you actually have an interest in something that you want to keep pursuing in college, regardless of whether it's related to academics. And I think that's specifically what made me stand out.
I have no clue. I think I was very honest about my upbringing and the challenges I overcame, and I explained how even though I went through those challenges, that I was able to do something. So I think that was probably it, like one of those stories of success.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think students should address the why Penn question on their applications?
I think it's good to focus on stuff related specifically to Penn. Like, it's easy to go off on tangents about yourself and experiences you've had, but when they ask you that, they really want to know what you know about Penn, why specifically you want to come here, like specific clubs or research opportunities, professors. That's a great time to mention anything that you know about Penn and demonstrate like your knowledge of the school.
Answer it by saying how Penn will affect you and how it will help you become what you want to be in the future, how it'll help you achieve your goals, basically. So not just like saying like, oh, it's super great and everything, but how it's going to help you go to the next level of your career, your future, I think.
I think you should focus on yourself more than you do Penn. What I did in my Penn essay is I searched up specific classes, specific professors, their backgrounds. I looked at the syllabus of the class, and I talked about how that related to me. Like, for example, I looked at a history class and talked about how I wanted to learn about slavery because I myself don't know my familial roots, and that's something I want to learn.
That's really cool.
Stuff like that.
I mean, honestly, be honest. Like, they're gonna tell if you're just like, oh yeah, I want to come here because of Ivy League. Like, they're gonna tell. Some people got into it by chance, but I feel like if you explain specific areas that you want to go into, like I explained how I want to be pre-med and work underneath certain laboratories here, or I think I also explained like different safe spaces. Like we have a Maku, which is a Black space, and we also have the Greenfield Intercultural Center, which is for Figley students. So just explain different areas of why you want to come to Penn. I feel like that will be good. Don't just say I want to come here to the Ivy. That's not going to get you in.
Mm-hmm. And how do you think people can stand out in their college applications?
Again, I think it just goes to focusing on yourself. I think the best essays I've read are just the most abstract comments that people have made about their own psych, their own, like, the way they see things, but not like generic stuff that you'll see in a workbook about how to make a good essay. It really has to come from within, and in fact, I had to scrap my Common App November after the ED deadline because I was told it was not good enough. So when I changed it, it was a lot better because it came from the heart, not from what I wanted people to hear or what I think they wanted to hear.
I would just say, like I said, like, demonstrate your own passion. Like, make sure that you don't seem like everyone else on paper, like good grades and the extra, like a lot of extracurriculars. Like, in addition to that, you just want to show something that is specific to you. So whatever you're truly passionate about, I would say hone in on that, because it doesn't have to be something like an extraordinary talent, but just whatever like is really special to you.
Don't be just like all about like, oh, I did this, I did that. Like, you gotta be an actual person. I feel like that's something that's different with Penn and a lot of other Ivies. Like, you can't just be a good applicant. Like, you have to have a decent personality to stand out at Penn, because we're not just like purely academic here.
I don't know these last couple of questions. These ones are toughies. I don't know. How do you think you can stand out on a Penn application?
Being yourself.
That's what I was gonna say. Be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. That's a good one. What'd you write about, Kendra?
Myself.
Like what though?
Like what's interesting about me and what makes me different than any other person that's applying.
What makes you different?
Me.
Alright,
I wish I knew the secret for that, but I guess just do things that you're really passionate about and be committed to them, as well as try to be a leader. And we all know grades and test scores are very important, so make sure you really study for those, because that's just kind of like a prerequisite for really being considered, I'd say.
Thank you so much.